What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, now we have something that is a bit challenging, but really not that challenging, guys. If you know your trigonometry, guys, you can pause and let's see if you can able to find this trigonometric function here. Let's see if you can able to find the derivative of this function. I'm very interested if you were able to find it. All right, now if you are new on this video or on this channel, you can watch the videos that I made on trigonometric topic. Also, I made the videos on chapter limits and expansion. Also, I derived from the first principles and other functions like your exponent, your natural logs and logs, and your standard derivative. So guys, you can go and watch those videos on the playlist. There's a playlist on the playlist sections, and you can go and watch those playlists there. Then let's do this one, guys. Before you do this one, you need to understand that this problem here, we have to simplify it first, and we cannot differentiate or try to find the derivative when the function is like this. We need to simplify it, and after simplifying it, that's when you can differentiate. So let's start. Now, as you can see here, we have 2 sec squared x minus 2. As you can see, this is a common factor. So if you continue here, let me just continue very quickly. We have y is equaling to 1 over, let us not forget, we have the square root. Alright, we have the square root. If we take out the 2 here, what is it that you're going to be left with? We're going to be left with sec squared x minus 1, and then we put that on the inside the bracket. So this is what we have. Now we have what we call double identity. In fact, we have square identities. So this here, guys, it's a square identity. There's a square identity that goes like this: 1 plus, let me just write it here. It goes like this. Let me just write it. Reminder, guys. Okay, square identity, it goes like 1 plus tan squared x is equaling to sec squared x. Now if we make tan substitute formula, for example, let's make tan squared substitute formula here. Tan squared x substitute formula, we transpose this one to the other side. You're gonna have sec squared x. Then since we transpose this one, it changes into minus. Now if you look at this, guys, let me just highlight this. If you look at this, we have sec squared x minus 1, which is the same as sec squared x minus 1, meaning now we can substitute that sec squared x with tan squared x. So let's continue. Yes, this one needed you to know these things, guys. Okay, needed you to know the square identity. So we have, remember, root here. Now we're gonna have 2 tan squared x. Don't forget, we substituted here. We substituted this with that, right? So be very, very careful, guys. Be very, very careful. Now, if we continue, we can also say that now we can say y is equaling to 1 over. Now we don't know what the square root of 2 is. Rather keep it like that. In fact, we know, but it's a decimal number. We don't want any decimal number. Multiply by 1 over. Now, what is the square root of tan squared? So it's gonna be tan. Remember, tan x. Remember, squared and the square root, they're gonna give you tan x, right? Now it's time for us now to put this trigonometric ratio in as a numerator. Remember, you cannot differentiate when the trigonometric ratio is the denominator, so we have to make it a numerator. So we need to use the inverse. So what is the inverse of tan? So you know that this is 1 over root 2. Remember root 2 from our original question there. Multiply by, what is the inverse of tan? 1 over tan. It's going to be cot x. Right. Now that we have this, we can able to solve. Remember, if you don't know the inverses, this is the video. Go and watch the video here. I explain the inverses, guys. Okay, go and watch that video to learn about the inverses. All right, now let's continue. Now that we have this, let's choose the formula. So let me try to write it here so that we can remember. Now we have y is equaling to, okay, let's look at this. Y is gonna be equaling to half 1 over root is gonna be 1 over, no, sorry guys, not 1 over root, this is gonna be k, right? And then cot, we don't have n, the coefficient of x, so it's gonna be x here because we don't have n. And then when we find the dy over dx of this problem here, if you still remember from our formula, it's going to be negative cosec squared x. But don't forget that we also have k. So let me just erase this and write k. I almost forgot the k, guys. Okay, I almost forgot the k. So it's going to be negative k, then that. Yes, guys. Again, if it so happen that you don't know this formula, where they're coming from, we have made a video explaining these formulas here. Do not forget that one, guys. All right, now let's start. Unfortunately, I'll have to open the space for us here so that we can able to solve this. Let me just leave it here. This is enough space and close here. Okay, so our dy dx over dx is gonna be, so what is our k? Remember, our k is gonna be 1 over root, sorry, oh yeah, I don't know what happened. Let's go back, guys. I pressed the wrong button, so we need to fix it. Okay, let's go back. Let me just erase this, guys. I know this is wasting time. This is gonna be, k is gonna be 1, it's gonna be equaling to 1 over root 2. Right, so this is our k, because that's the only thing that we have here when we look at our equation. So when you look at this equation here, let me just highlight, this is the one that we will be differentiating after simplifying. We have k here, and when we change this to that, now this is going to be negative k. So what is our k? It's going to be 1 over root 2. Now for our cot, what is the derivative of cot? It's going to be cosec squared x. So this, guys, is your final answer. I know it looks a bit confusing, but honestly speaking, it's straightforward, guys. Remember, you need to remember that we have the square identities in order for us to solve this one here, and also we have the formulas from part 1 of derivative, and also we have to use the inverses. So to be honest with you guys, you need to have at least a very solid basics when it comes to trigonometry. Now there is a playlist, guys. If you're not so sure about trigonometry, on the playlist section there is a playlist where I did almost every basic that you need to know about trigonometry. Go and watch those videos on trigonometry. In order for you to understand this, you really need to understand trigonometry. So I already made videos on trigonometry. Go and watch it so that you don't get confused. But if this video was very useful, do not forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to the channel. You can also share this on your friends, with your friends, I mean, uh, if they are doing the very same problem. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Till next time, see you guys.